Welcome to the $100 MBA Show, and today is a Q&A weekend episode where we answer your questions on the show. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. Guys, if you have a question you want answered right here on the show, you can email us at contact@100mba.net, or you can use our Speak It option where you record your question and we'll play it right on the air. And you can go on our show page to do that. That's 100mba.net/show. Today's question comes from Dennis, and Dennis says, I love your music for the podcast. Where can I get my own? Thanks for your question, Dennis, and thanks for being a listener to the $100 MBA Show. Great question. When we started to plan out the $100 MBA Show, we really wanted an original piece of music. We wanted something that would be iconic and synonymous with the show. So we reached out to a good friend of ours who's really, really creative. His name is Matt Giovanisi. You can check him out at mattgiovanisi.com. And creating great theme songs to podcasts is just one of his many skills. Now, I'm not sure if Matt's taken on clients for podcast theme music, but you sure can give him a try. Head over to his website, contact him, or you can find him on Twitter. We'll give all that information in today's show notes at 100mba.net/MBA119. We personally didn't want that overproduced, sort of gimmicky sounding intros that you hear on some podcasts. I'm not hating on them in any way, but I just personally don't like those intros that are all like, welcome to the blah, 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 blah podcast. That to me just sounds very fake, and it's hard to kind of match that level when it's not you, and it goes and starts out like that. Welcome to the blah, blah, blah podcast, and then it starts out, hi guys, this is, it just completely, it's a mismatch. Unless you can match that level of energy and enthusiasm, then it really doesn't work. I like the live read intro that we do here on the $100 MBA Show, along with some great music. So I definitely wouldn't use any copyrighted music. If you're not creating your own custom music, then get some royalty-free music, and you can get that at a site called Audio Jungle. We'll put a link to Audio Jungle in today's show notes again, 100mba.net/MBA119. And Audio Jungle has a whole bunch of royalty-free music that you can buy. And it's very reasonably priced. You can get a great track for under $20. And you can use that song or that music throughout your whole podcast on every episode. I say throughout because you may notice that when Nicole edits the podcast, it's not only in the intro, but she does it in transitions. She does it at the end. It's a great way to bridge different parts of the show. So just choose a track you feel really goes with your brand and your own personality. If you hear our music of our podcast, why don't we just play it? Let's play the music. You'll notice the song is quite soulful, and it's actually a beat you can probably dance to. And that's the kind of music that I personally like. Nicole likes it as well. And when I was working with Matt, I gave him some examples of songs I really liked, so he knows what kind of groove or sound I'm looking for. I also knew what kind of intro we're going to have. I knew that I was going to start out with the hey-oh, right? And I wanted something that would go along with that. So when you're selecting your music, make sure you're considering all these factors. And have fun with it. It doesn't have to be some cookie cutter song or some elevator type of music. Make it your own, because at the end of the day, it's your show and it should be your song. All right, Dennis, I hope I answered your question. Take a look at those resources we have in the show notes. And of course, I got to give love and shout out to Matt Giovanisi. Thanks again for creating such a great track for our show. Any success we have, you're a part of that, man. Remember, guys, if you want to ask a question for Q&A weekend, you can ask us using our Speak It option on the show page at 100mba.net/show, or email us at contact@100mba.net. If you love our show, if you find it beneficial, if you think we're cool, let us know in an iTunes rating and review. It takes 2 minutes. We would love to hear from you. You can visit the show page to check out how to do that. Thank you in advance for that. Guys, I want to leave you with this. When you're creating anything, a website, a product, a podcast, this is your chance to have some fun and create something that you really have a lot of pride in and something that you really enjoy. I love the podcast. I do. I mean, it sounds so ridiculous, but I really do. I mean, I think I love the music. I love the way we do it. I love the way it's edited. Nicole does a fantastic job. And it's something I really am proud of. I listen to the podcast. I'm a listener to my own show because I really enjoy the final product. And I think you should feel the same way about your own business, your own podcast or products or services. I created things where I didn't feel the same way about it. When you feel so good about something you do, the success does follow. So give it everything you got, because if you're a raving fan, it's going to show, and your customers are going to see how much you love what you do. And people love being a part of something that's exciting. All right, guys, I'll check you in the next episode. Take care.